Dynamic egocentric dimension is defined as an intentional variation of dominant, assertive versus permissive and submissive, or vice versa, to achieve your desire for power, take charge, and control the environment. Dynamic egocentric can be used to interpret the influence of the dynamic dimension on egocentric behavior. Similar to the self-actualization dimension, you can categorize the influence of high dynamic egocentric, very high dynamic egocentric, neutral dynamic egocentric, below average dynamic egocentric, and low dynamic egocentric on our patterns of behavior. One, high dynamic egocentric, code HDE. In this category, the dynamic dimension has a high influence on an individual's egocentric behavior. It suggests that the external factors and the social environment play a significant role in shaping the individual's egocentric tendency, which may include dominance, assertiveness, or the desire for control. Fairly high dynamic egocentric, code FDE, indicates that the dynamic dimension has a fairly high influence on egocentric behavior. While not as dominant as high dynamic egocentric, external factors still exert a notable impact on the individual's alignment with egocentric traits and tendency. Neutral dynamic egocentric, code EDE, represent a neutral or average level of influence. It suggests a balance between internal egocentric motivation and external influences in shaping egocentric behavior. 4. Below average dynamic egocentric, code BDE. In this category, the dynamic dimension has a below average or fairly low influence on egocentric behavior. Egocentric tendency may be more internally driven, and external factors have relatively modest impact on alignment with such traits. 5. Low dynamic egocentric. Low dynamic egocentric signifies a low influence of the dynamic dimension or on egocentric behavior. In this case, egocentric tendencies are primarily determined by the internal factors, and the external factors have minimal influence on alignment with such traits. The framework provides a structured way to understand how individuals adapt their egocentric personality traits to align with their social environment, driven by their motivation for power, control, and influence. It acknowledges the dynamic nature of egocentric behavior and the role of both internal motivation and external circumstances in shaping it.